What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla and why I'm still super bullish for the long-term future of this company, despite it being in the red right now. I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and the latest pieces of news that just came out that are going to affect it. You really do not want to miss that. I'm also going to talk about the latest pieces of news affecting Tesla that make me very excited and simultaneously interested in what's about to play out. And I also have an absolutely breaking piece of news that just came out, guys, affecting Elon Musk. Something just happened that's absolutely huge for Tesla and Elon Musk that you do not want to miss. It's a huge update and piece of news. But before I do talk about the huge Elon Musk update, I do have to mention some very important things. First off, I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. The last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo, you're not only going to be entered for a chance to win an iPhone 13 Pro, but you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. With that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, it's currently down 4.98%, almost 5% in the red for today. But if you look at the overall market, guys, we saw something very similar play out. Look at the S&P 500. It's down 0.89%. Look at the NASDAQ. It's down 1.39%. The entire market is bloody red. Even crypto took a huge dip today, down over 6%. And my point is, guys, the entire market was in the red, and that did play a role in Tesla. But Tesla did dip a little bit more than the S&P and other stocks, and I'm going to talk about why. So what on earth is going on? Why is the market so much in the red? Well, there's one main answer, okay? In fact, there are actually many things that play a role, but there are two main things that are playing a big role right now that you guys need to pay attention to. CNN has reported that inflation is out of control. It's time for the Fed to raise interest rates. So I'm going to have to be honest with what this actually means. It is true that inflation is out of control. The latest inflationary data did show that. And does this mean inflation rates are going to rise immediately? Now, I initially didn't think it would happen this fast, but it does look like they're about to be risen. And here's the reason why I'm saying that. The Fed has a big day coming up on Wednesday. They're going to basically disclose their new policy changes, and it's very probable that they're going to be announcing a hike in interest rates. Now, like I said before, a lot of people expected this to happen in 2022, but this may be announced this Wednesday. It may happen much sooner than a lot of us had anticipated, which is why there's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt right now. This is why Tesla and the overall market did drop a little bit. And in case you guys are basically concerned, in case you guys are wondering, why on earth are interest rates going up going to affect the market? Well, to make it simple, a lot of these huge institutions that dictate the prices of these stocks, believe it or not, big institutions play a huge role. They are going to notice that, hey, interest rates are going up, and this is going to happen to address inflation. When interest rates go up, a lot of money is going to be pumped into bonds or other places where they can get very secure returns on their investments. And even though, like, yeah, they could get relatively high returns from other stocks, it turns out it's at a very, how should I say, it's not necessarily at the state of capitulation. Like I said, when we end up dropping and returning, it's more like we're going to start dropping, and a lot of people are kind of anticipating a market correction to be starting. So with all this like noise out there, with all this FUD out there, they find it more secure to just put money into bonds. So a lot of money is going to be pumped out of the market, causing a bit of a correction. Now, does that mean it's going to start like on Wednesday? It really depends on what the Fed announces. We're not sure what they're actually going to do. We don't know the rate at which they're going to do it. They did announce already that they're increasing the rate in which they are tapering on bonds. They're buying more bonds. So it really depends on the announcement. But I want to talk about another very important piece of news. That's the fact that this giant Chinese property giant, it's known as Evergrande, it has actually defaulted on its debt. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, what does China have to do with the US? Well, this will affect a lot of big stocks, and I do believe this affected Tesla as well. And here's the reason why. A lot of these giant companies in America, such as BlackRock, they own a stake in many Chinese companies, and they use Chinese money as collateral whenever they make big plays. So when they make margin plays, guys, whenever they try to short companies or whatever they try to do, they often use Chinese money or money from elsewhere because they're lent out shares, and they do all sorts of things like that. So what's basically going on is their investment in Evergrande is basically becoming worthless, so to speak. It's kind of similar to something we saw in the Big Shorts when the bonds were worthless. And what's basically happening is they have these giant margin requirements. So in order for these big institutions to meet the margin requirements, they need some liquidation, they need some money. So how are they going to raise some money? It's simple. They start selling a lot of their shares. They sell their shares or in individual companies from ETFs or wherever they're basically doing it from. And one of them may have been Tesla, right? Tesla, for example, they may have started to sell a lot of their Tesla shares, causing it to drop the way it did. So, what do I think is going to play out for Tesla? Now, in my previous video, I did talk about how the market did look like it was actually ready to be a little bit in the green today if there wasn't some crazy piece of news that didn't come out. And the crazy pieces of news just came out because that caused it to be in the red. So, what's going on, guys? Tesla is now below every single one of these exponential moving averages. Once again, that's a very bearish sign. And also look at the MACD. Now, I am taking these technical indicators way more seriously now than before because there were times where they were wrong because Tesla would bounce back spontaneously almost. But my point is the MACD is indicating that Tesla could continue to drop a little bit. The RSI is showing something very similar. It dropped to 35.31. And considering the fact that there's a lot of uncertainty leading up to this right over here, the big Fed announcement, I think this also plays a very big role. Remember, the Fed is going to announce their policy changes on Wednesday. So we're not at Wednesday yet. Tuesday is coming up tomorrow. And that's the reason why, if you look at the fear and greed index, it's becoming more fearful. People are becoming even more fearful. The last time I reported this, it was closer to the center, and now people are just becoming even more fearful. So, what's going to happen? What do I think is going to happen? I think that Tesla might continue to drop just a little bit until we get that big announcement from the Fed. We're really not sure if they're like actually going to raise interest rates just yet, which they probably will, but we're also not sure at the rate at which they're going to do it. Is it going to be a 1% raise? Is it going to be higher than that? We don't really know just yet. So there's a lot of panic right now. So we could see Tesla continue to dip. So we do have support at around 950. I do think it should hold out, but let me adjust this Fibonacci. I'm going to adjust it to show you guys this from a very different perspective real quick. So let me close these other indicators real quick and show you what I think is going to play out for Tesla. So if we start at this relatively high range and we go a little bit lower, okay, I'm going to bring the Fibonacci a little bit down. Where is a low we could start at? Let me bring it right here, okay, just to show you guys the support and resistance. So if you look at it from this perspective, we could see that Tesla not only had support at around the $950 range, but also has support at around 923. So we could even go that low. I'm being serious with you guys. I know it's very tough for me to tell you guys that we could drop to the 920s. Even if that happens, guys, do not be afraid because the fundamentals in this company are still there. Remember, they have the new factories coming out. They're going to crush it on their earnings. They may be announcing a stock split perhaps in early 2022, maybe in January. I mean, my point is, guys, we could see this thing continue to drop a little bit more before we find a bottom for some point, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. So that's the reason why I want you guys to just pay attention to the fundamentals, because fundamentally, excuse me, Tesla is definitely there. They absolutely are crushing it when it comes to the amount of cars they're producing. They're entering the world of AI. I mean, this company is going to be huge in the future. I still see this thing breaking all-time highs perhaps next year sometime. I see them easily breaking past 2, 3, 4, or whatever, thousands of dollars a share. So right now we're at that point where we're not in the bullish cycle. We're kind of in a bit of a correction, and it's not necessarily entirely because of Tesla. It's because of the overall market, guys. It's because of the interest rates going up. It's because of Evergrande. It's because of all of these things. So do not lose faith. In my opinion, if you want to day trade it, I'd be very careful if I were you. I'd be very careful with call options. And this could be a very good like point or opportunity to buy the dips, guys. A very good buying opportunity as Tesla starts dipping. You could just dollar cost average in a lower direction. So once again, I'm not giving you guys financial advice. I'm just putting it out there that this is what the indicators are showing. And I'm not one of those people that does not believe in Tesla. I believe in this company. Like I said, I see insane potential in the Cybertruck when it comes out. I see this stock going to the moon once this is over, once this all this FUD clears out, once the market improves. So it's not the end for Tesla. I have to really stress that for you guys. Intelligent investors do not let their emotions get the best of them. But anyways, guys, let's get on with what the news is saying, guys. There are some very interesting pieces of news that just came out before I talk about the big piece of news affecting Elon Musk. Basically, it has been reported that the Tesla Cybertruck has a very funny looking windshield wiper, which I just think is pretty interesting. I do think it's relatively big, but Elon Musk did address this and he did say that they can't change it just yet. They may do it, but not just yet. And right now, I just want to put it out there that this is just a prototype. We don't know if this is how it's going to come out, but even if it does come out like this, I don't even think it looks that ridiculous. I think it looks pretty nice. And that to me is not necessarily the worst of things to be concerned about because Elon Musk stated in an interview that the Cybertruck is going to be Tesla's best product ever. So don't let this FUD basically get to you. Don't let them scare you or like kind of disencourage you. Guys, it's just the news trying to get views. Now look at this right here. There's so much FUD right now, guys. Check this out right here. People are talking about how the prices of used cars are just going up, and these 15 models are now worth more used than new. And they're basically, there was a part of this article where they're just like absolutely bashing Tesla and talking about how buying this used electric car is so much better, this and that. And look, I'm not gonna just go into full detail about it. Actually, I'm just gonna let you guys know there's a lot of FUD out there. Okay, a lot of people are spreading FUD. Look at this right over here, this article. They're talking about how the Ford Mustang Mach-E, it's seen at a Tesla supercharger. However, don't be fooled, it's not charging. Once again, they're spreading FUD again. Remember, the superchargers are going to be compatible for a lot of electric cars, not just Teslas, but they're just trying to get at Tesla again, trying to spread as much FUD. And this to me was not a very significant piece of news. I'm not sure why on earth they have to report this and make such a big deal out of it. So they're just doing whatever they can to scare you into selling, bashing Tesla. I mean, look at this article right here. And this article may have some truth behind it. Barron's is reporting that Tesla stock could be primed for a big drop. Here's the tell. And they're just talking about how Tesla's overvalued, this and that. And yeah, we heard it so many times. They were saying Tesla was overvalued back when it was in the 400s. So don't let this FUD get to you. My main argument and the main lesson of this day, guys, is when you invest in a company, do not just invest based off your emotions. In fact, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let the sentiment take over. Don't let fear take over. Don't let the media trick you. The best thing to do is look at the fundamentals, think about the future, and look at what on earth this company has. So for Tesla in particular, like I said, the fundamentals are great. And this is why I'm about to announce this right over here. It has been announced that Elon Musk was the person of the year. Times person of the year is Elon Musk. And he got this giant award, which is why he did not tweet too much about Tesla. He's been thanking everyone for congratulating him and so on and so forth. But this is an absolutely breaking piece of news, in my opinion. Time has announced that Elon Musk is the 2021 Person of the Year. It states that no one works harder and drops more friends by the pool than Elon Musk. Absolutely well done. And he replied with a laughing emoji. He's very happy. He thanked a lot of people for basically congratulating him and so on and so forth. But I just want to put it out there, guys. This is actually a very huge piece of news, guys. The fact that he's been given this title, this award, it means so much, okay? Elon Musk is an innovator, and I just want you guys to think about this. Think about what this means for Tesla when the CEO of Tesla is now the Person of the Year according to Time. He's awarded for his hard work, his dedication, and the innovation he has brought to the world. Once again, a very, very good update. And I just want to put it out there that the big moves we saw from Tesla in 2020, the big moves we saw in 2021, are only the beginning. They're only the beginning because this company has not seen its all-time high yet. We're going to see more runs coming in the future. I definitely see that coming, and it's not the end. Elon Musk, the CEO of this company, the person of the year, is not going to let this company die from here. So do not let the FUD out there, all the lies, all the noise shake you up, because I know that if you just give it time, we're going to see a very good return. And if you, like I said before, you don't have to just hold Tesla. You could always day trade it if you want. You could do whatever on earth you want. You could do whatever you want, guys. I'm just here to talk about the news and the facts. And my argument is that if you are afraid, you could just, if you don't want to panic sell, I recommend not doing that. But like I said before, this is a very good buying opportunity because this company is not dead yet. We're going to see this company have good returns if you give it time. That's what I have for this one, guys. Do not give up. Stay strong, stay calm, cool, and collected, and we'll see where this thing takes us in the future. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.